on all our social media platforms. Just on Facebook, YouTube, X, Instagram, and I may say a free about so TikTok. The chim was say wow. You say there'll be a son you phone about Marego TikTok, and Marego Kwan, a chimo, ever honomono. Sana senate be why no be a dear ball home by. And then the go ever my name, and then the go be a over no. Just say a shock over crata near pensimo, any who near echo. So I say, if you are now light out beba, who may be allowed out beba, not just say, why you near man come, na light out na ama meka. Ebi ani ebetu nsuom. Se na be na watwe miensa ni ebi ekoso wa kuse. Na wo so ja wa pa ankora bi, we bibi edi ogumo. Na wo so odi abon ho. Ba tena se na ene yen endi nkomo. Me no ka say die Sylvester Callistus the champions lie. Ewo ahanu mu se ai. Sa enso na Philippus no Mario Z, the Estonia ambassador so aba be kame ho ewo hanu mu se. E ma munyo na akwa aba anokai.
Yeah. Yeah, pa.
Muhu ya na muhu agbili.
Oh, yeah,
pa. Muhu agbili.
Agbili there.
Okay. Ene na ya pon.
Oh, say ya pon.
Na some buy me say some by the side.
Enye na oba say ya pon.
Na wa na
so na okay.
Enye we bi wa mi ti ase.
Me e bonyo mo betena ha amanfo asa. Obi bu obo pa ebu.
Asane bi.
Asante na mo buy, asana mo be side.
Asane so ka.
Asane so
ya
ka.
pon. E wo mi nta o maka ebu ake, o be he gbani o ba juo ye ni nsete no.
E wo ke owie. Okay. No wie o inu shishi. E wo Marego studio there. Oba bia ke oba fe news review. E wo in Kenya jo Mario. Woye opportunity ake
oba bia na.
Oba bia. Mabado ye bia be ona. Shin ke ko wie.
Ye baba do ye bia.
Baba do ye.
Je mi nche ya ke nye. Woni ni o so nye
be mo ho ko de che wa ke. Batashi bia. Na program ehun no ko ngane nga producer. So that one today like that. Abi bab.
Owie dangbe. Alo gadangbe chon.
Fe owie mo.
Fe owie mo. Na kan.
Fe owie mo.
Na kan no abayale.
O kana mo.
O je.
Be Kenya.
Na kan no abayale. Awa mi no ke.
Be mi nko.
Na kan no abayale.
E wo wokpa.
Won pa e. O tashi e bia. The whole day. Wa ba wie mo. Mene.
Ne ba femini.
Wa ba wie mo.
Anemo. It's part of it, you know.
Benye we am. Okay, newspaper review segment on Marego TV. Ye be hwe ko wan krata no ya boso tew na afei 7 minutes also that say ye dey atwaso kama. The Daily Graphic. Kotokai International Airport reverts to Accra International Airport. Economy Post fastest turnaround. 40 Ghanaian languages face extinction. Teacher licensure exam not cancelled. NTC. Government should enable economy, not control it. Minority leader. The Daily Guide. U.S. court denies Oforiatta bail. Car snatching syndicate busted. 1 killed, 4 caged. Farmers hit to court over cocoa price cut. 3 arrested with 156 bills of weed. Government renames KIA as Accra International Airport. The Daily Post. GIPC CEO rallies investors to back oil palm expansion at Brim Oil Mills. Plot against Randy Abbey thickens. Cocoa farmers and MPP supporters from Seyuyoso to be buzzed this time to jubilate to Jubilee House to demonstrate against him. President Mahama holds dialogue with the private sector, says manufacturing must contribute to 15% of GDP by 2030. The Dispatch. Ghana can supply steel to entire West Africa if domestic industry thrives. Mahama. We will pursue you, arrest and bring you to justice. That is a promise, IGP to criminals. List of top 10 best governed countries in Ghana. Nigeria misses out, but Ghana is in.
Yeah, let's say Gary Nomoto.
Party members opposing directive for public office holders to resign before contesting party positions are greedy. Fifi Kwete the air Kasei. The Metro Lanes. Kotoka no more. Ghana restores Accra International Airport's name. Bongo DCA Joseph Abba Akaseke confirmed dead. Police arrest suspected killers of Sammy Jenfi's in-law. CID boss orders headmaster produce Facebook students within 24 hours. CDM accuses government of violating constitutional duty on basic education. The business analyst. Passenger arrivals decline in 2025. Harbour trade records growth. BOJ. Government records strong 2025 fiscal performance post major microeconomic turnaround. Foreign Affairs Ministry closes premium passport application centers in Accra and Kumasi. OPD AG praises government's crackdown on illegal vegetable oil importers. Ghana, Japan signed $20 million grant to boost with healthcare here in northern region. Daybreak. The Daybreak newspaper. Kofi Adams orders revocation of 17 NSA appointments. Apenyo Marken questions government support for gold. Customs Commissioner sacked over tango with minister. Telegram delays Russian sexy videos. The Daily Searchlight. Renaming of Kotoka International Airport vindicates Mahama attacks Ghana's democracy and promotes dictatorship. Bring on the probe. Cocoa Board Deputy CEO welcome OSP and Shraj. Central Region GEA suspends inter-school athletics after violent clashes. Ghana Education Service. NACOC intercept 2 trucks carrying unproved cigarettes, drugs, and chemicals in Upper West. The Overseer. Ghana records strong fiscal recovery in 2025. Debt falls by 82 billion Ghanaian cedis. Conflict of interest at Cocoa Board. Asifua demands Atoboaten steps aside. National Women's Ministry's delegation pays courtesy call on gender minister. Mahama appoints Aaron Kano as acting custom commissioner at GRA. Nene, congratulations. Now you say Nidibe Ejuma Anopawe Enono. Quickly, Kotoka International Airport. Accra International Airport. Yasasa Kotoka International Airport dino Ediaba Accra International Airport Senebeya Ghana bitime afani tamapa ifra. Yasasa if say GB as a heritage managed nyina aka ho. Sylvester Tete.
Well, and announce you mechia hwefo nyina na no pe na mama wakwa basoro kon baby obi on Facebook, TikTok baby abanya Marego TV ahwekama. I believe the issue of yes is not doing, especially with the government sector. There are companies need one ma a dean down so they do baby a bambia to me banu assistant. They do baby no project be a year legacy be a dahodo, both say dimpi daso, obi so ba feel say a din way yes sano a way anke. And the issue with our airport, Mega say, Papa na ye kan ho asem no, he was part of the military coup nearby here move over to Dr. Kwame Nkrumah in 1966. During that coup no year 1967 na ye di sa deni to airport wa ye di anano. But I believe say indeed say yes sending from Kotoka International Airport to Accra International Airport. Make us say a idea a wahoda and every government be or baby, and even there are some tertiary institutions about boom say the present government was no amomudin, the next one iba no swasisan. But mind you, yemisa the motive behind changing of these names. Is it politically? And now say you feel say I was say it because even in your politics I say do baby no, even in football, ye be hu ohini jan. Ye be hu baba yara. Obo say woman na assist from Indian to Accra Sports Stadium from where near Maui, and sometimes ye be say who say motive na
Accra Sports Stadium
and about ohini jan
and Kumasi Sports Stadium
and baba yara and as say na ohini jan no ya san to ni Accra Sports Stadium. It means that ye ohini jan efeso and am na Accra Sports Stadium. So I don't know, but make us say does a name play a major role ampa? But make us say changing Kotoka to Accra International Airport, let's give the benefit of the doubt, because when I make a wing any decline, there are major legacy I work romanoma. Every government both feel say a ding with a ding bia a and so there is a need to have a change. And I believe say the present government should come and explain to Ghanaians the reason why ye Kotokano if you want and then you can say via the Accra International Airport. So Obi can say maybe people are having issues with our democracy. But I believe say a din Kotoka himself Nakasa Krano and Nusuye and Nipebia Rebecca say he was part of those who make an attempt for something and he was honored during that time. Into Omega say Bibia was a gun of war. Yes, it's something na moment here said the reason why such name has been changed from Kotoka to Accra International Airport now. So.
Yeah, I mean that's another twice maras no baby do baby no say the airways were also complaining say John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency the President, enya bibia amom kra na enye say Kotoka oye Evenia Eda Airport this no just say omunya votes kese na the Volta region na afin so no oyidi ni so na fi honum na ebinom so kata say ebinom so yade ana ha adwen kakra ho. Mario, your views on Kotoka to Accra International Airport.
So what is wrong is wrong.
Okay.
Irrespective of how you want to say it, what is wrong is wrong.
It's wrong.
Everybody wants to be entitled to a particular jurisdiction. For instance, if today my name is being mentioned at Mareo Sports Stadium or whatsoever, it's an honor. It gives me a name and a legacy to my family. But the process at which that particular name came about. For instance, Ghanaians, we don't support school. Irrespective of how you want to say it, but you see, changing of names and legacies, sometimes our history must be right again. For instance, those days when they say Accra Sports Stadium, we know it's Accra Sports Stadium. Previously, it's what Ohinijan Sports Stadium. What is the implication? Are we giving the name to someone because he or she has played a role to that development of the sports stadium? And why have we changed it back to, Accra Sports Stadium? I believe that there are some national heroes that those names supposed to be names that will be there forever. For instance, if you mention the name of our former president, J. Kufuor, we know when you talk about Metro Mass buses, J. Kufuor's name is there. Likewise, the immediate past president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, when you mention free SHS, we know. When you mention about local governance and assembly concept, our former president, JJ. You see, so legacy have names and its benefit. But the process of getting the name and its benefit is not something we can talk about. Government should be able to tell us that, okay, Ghanaians, first it was Kotoka International Airport. These are reasons why we are changing from Kotoka to Accra International Airport. Having said that, for me sitting here, I'm from the Volta region. So any name that come from the Volta region, I should be able to, say, oh, at least we also have some national heroes that names have been given to some institutions. It is not only Kutuka, that's only the national heroes when it comes to those from the Volta region. There are other names when you mention, they are from there. You see, so government should be able to tell us the reason why they are changing the name from Kotoka International Airport to that of the Accra International Airport. I believe changing of names means that there are some history we need to write them again. For instance, people know those days that when it comes to airports or whatever, it's Kotoka International Airport. People will still have that names at their back for some time. So government should be able to give us reasons why they are changing names. For instance, those days when we were having the Flagstaff House, now it's Jubilee House. We are changing names with implication. And the names that we are changing should be national names. So that irrespective of who comes into power, it will still be there. But today, if this one comes, I'm changing this one to J. Kufuor, I'm changing this one to this, I'm doing this one to this, I'm doing this one to that. There's distortion of history. So we need to make sure that even if we are changing the names, then history should come back to the point that these are the reason why we are changing the names. For instance, if I'm changing from Husunu to Z, I should tell my followers and my family members that, oh, the name Husunu is part of all my documents. Then I have to go and do what affidavit to make sure that those names, Husunu or Z, still exist on my document. But if we are not able to tell Ghanaians the reason why we are changing names, then I don't believe we are fair to those that we are ruling. So there should be communication, reasons why we are changing from Kotoka to Accra International Airport.
You owe me explanation and reasons why you are changing from Husunu
to Z. I should give you that explanation.
So
I owe you one. So that when someone asks you, you should be able to say that, oh, these are the reasons why.
Now, talking about the Jubilee House, you know the funniest thing?
Explain.
It depends on the party you belong to. We have parties that call the place the Flagstaff House. Members of a particular party call that place the Flagstaff House, and others also called the Jubilee House. That's the funniest.
You see,
that's the funniest.
But
when the politicians are here and they are having conversation, you just listen to them attentively.
When it
you will see that we have people who know the place as Flagstaff House and others
it's wrong.
as Jubilee House.
It's wrong.
So it depends on where you are coming from.
It's wrong. No, you see,
it shouldn't be so.
Governance is a continuous process. Where we stop, continue from there. For instance, I was happy when the president said that we are not going to continue any project. We are not going to do any new projects. Yeah. We are going to continue where they stop. Unless maybe there's a need for a new construction of rules in a different constituency or in a different municipality, then we can go about it. For instance, if you go to Apigusu, the hospital is almost about 85 complete. Government will take up the pain and just make sure they complete it. Value for money. That's how it's supposed to be. So changing of names, irrespective of our political parties, some say Flagstaff. No. We shouldn't condone that. It is wrong. If the name is Flagstaff House, irrespective of who has changed it, it's still Flagstaff House. If it is Jubilee House, it's still Jubilee House. NDC will come and go, but the names are still there.
Thank you very much. Obisu Semen Country will say, Accra Sports Stadium, no, the ex-former president before Ehun says, sir, or Henny Jan, and Babayara, and a Ghanaians footballers are ready and process sports in the camp. Almost share that a hero of Hopa, a yard, right?
Ohini Jan was former GFA president.
President, yeah, into of course, the Omodi on my body,
or footballer.
But
let me explain the actual thing. You better ask.
You see, the changing of names, it brings a whole lot of confusion. You see, there are some things we shouldn't do them as Ghanaians. Irrespective, would the changing of the name, will it increase our GDP? Will it give us an IGF or whatsoever?
So Obi besides say I saw Kotoka International Airport, Accra International Airport. They say, oh, kwa get a passport to be one now.
So meaning if this is the way we want to go, there should be Kumasi International Airport. Tamale International Airport.
Tamale is Tamale.
Oh, International Airport, if there's any or whatsoever.
Are they to the standard of international?
Just no, for Accra International.
Accra, myself once they say international. Myself saying can say it is someone for if you are bridge.
Yeah. So you see, there should be education on all this. We are not saying government shouldn't change names. If
Sunya Airport, that's all.
But many say it's up to the standard.
Of functions are. Say you hold the hold the economy. I mean, share them feeling here, Papa. Airport, ni bu omu
airport wa fi nya.
There be say bi wo agomi Tetebi
airport.
Tetebi airport akwa your airport. Who do fan no channel say airport.
Airport. But how many say flight if you afi nya kwa Accra?
Oh there.
Afenya for am kwan nyeze.
Asemo.
Afenya be na mo kwan nye. Are you talking about Dowenya or Afenya? Afenya if na kwa Accra if you can ever.
There were what say mobile road in say dunya Afenya.
I don't know road.
Afenya Dodo road. All nyina nye o.
Tetebi airport wo kire.
You judy so.
Oh sure.
Ye what Tetebi airport.
See Afenya we dey upa Star Oil. U cross bridge na show right. How no be say hangar dan kaka bi say for the hangar. Plane wo na e fan crofo kwa Accra wa. Okay, quickly yemfa the Daily Dispatch. We will pursue you, arrest and bring you to justice. That is a promise. IGP to criminals. Me fa eno because me know ka say ya che criminals be brave. Sami Jemfina se no mo ku ni so no ya che. Sa so na e di weed e twemu ntampe eno so no ya ache omo. Me be say bi say in those cases no it's IGP na sem na waka so no eno so na ye di na na.
That's how it's supposed to be because
Oye Juma.
IGP, I want to use this platform, say IGP, Ubejuma, but Shemukina. We shouldn't see arrest based on high rank people that are affected. The poor man should also be given that privilege. We shouldn't say somebody was telling me yesterday that Mario, don't think because he's Sammy his father-in-law, that's why I said no. The last person should be given that opportunity of arrest. So Ghana Police Service, they are doing some yeoman's job. They should just continue. But the IGP has shown some dexterity and continuity when it comes to the Ghana Police Service. So you should just continue in that manner.
Slide.
Yeah, why are there? So by why are there? Watching it probably, and so you say even in
why there?
Watching it probably, and so you say Ghana in terms of criminal cases, yeah, not also. But I believe say Dampare by about form kakra. And last 2 years or more, Robbie cases of course Omugusu chicha more for kakra. But my issue is that I was so by election ni akofo mungu di sa asem ni ade. Those people ye chi on mom bill ye nti o can be. But I believe say IGP by on pekasa bebre but action o juma no ye nti oro ayehu no anopede ye bo abaso o ye ade na nya ye bechew o TikTok na kan de nya ye bechew o go tran ba bi na ye bechew why ade say what be we ade bia no ye bechew. But my issue has to do with the judicial system with them in the years na obi ko wi abode no akodam be 20 years na ebi ni mutimi tika ho scandal mi ba okroma sa be 5 years kan en kan sem you still na no na ho sa say na Mario kan no nya be wo no ma justice should go for everyone
irrespective of your status.
Na na be wo beti pass akochi obi akowi abode bode so ko market so 30 cedis pe o na ebi oni come off into godam be 2 years 5 years and obi a government appointee be PPP no more sao. And those people they are still there.
And the IGP say no want case no say case no e pe court.
Ti omunya no munya ade ni ye.
E ba be ka say on say no. On to me sorry ya be arrest suspect.
Yeah, I know.
And I say allege. But ti afa ni e be chiw. Na afa de wa kwa kojina court. Haka mo ya kojo mi here. Look at my omunyu na le no ayo ho ha hine la le lejon le mla.
Say ya papi owo ekire achi ebi ni moji ayo ho ha yi. Say dey bia ye ka accountability hu hia. Enche. Wa be account wo.
And dey obey mom.
There will be a massive shake up.
I don't know I say.
Massive shake up.
You be shemukina.
PTA chairman.
You be shemukina.
Yeah.
No, you dey 1 minute. About the Burkina Faso issue.
No way kai what for there.
About the Burkina Faso issue. You see, Ghana has been a country na baby na say the backbone of our economy is agriculture. Nti enim say in terms of say you producing nyama bebre e wo kroma no agriculture. But you see we are agriculture nation but ye kra nyama bebre ye di back over. And so say we come market a unya tomatoes in top. Because majority of tomatoes are being imported from Burkina Faso. Ye ko okofa. So does it mean that Ghana are we self-reliant? We are not self-reliant in terms of agriculture because yentimi produce to the extent they say a bit me as supply the value chain in agriculture say the populace Ghana for nyina subenya tomatoes use because they say Burkina tomatoes in May uko marketer they say tomatoes bako kitwe bi ni yi 5 cedi kwa 10 cedi. So it means that a then year so that say ye bit me producing more in the country Ghana ye bit me nya no baye bebre atoso bebre say na be ye bit me ato. And so sometimes because even poultry I can one simple even sika e di kwa poultry kwa free money back one enough form sir. But we call ourselves a country that we do with agriculture in Tiwadaroma.
For me, I don't want to talk about even the Burkina Faso, but I want to talk about the security of the women there. And then some of the women are even from Kofodia here.
Yeah.
You see, so the Interior Ministry and that of the Defense have reasons to tell us this. Because there should be a communication between Burkina Faso and that of Ghana. Borderlines, because we'll cross over into your jurisdiction. There should be that communication. So I believe there should be some security measures for our market women who travel between Ghana and Burkina Faso, Ghana and Benin, and Ghana and Togo. There should be that coordination.
Ghana and Niger, because Jane and Ifigere in Niger.
If we are going to buy tomatoes from someone's land into ours, there should be that communication. Under what circumstances are people who are going to just buy tomatoes are being killed? The Interior Ministry should be able to give us timelines happiness within that jurisdiction. Now, it tells you that we are not able to produce tomatoes to meet our demands. Because one, if there's tomatoes within all the enclaves of Ghana, why should we go into Burkina Faso and go and bring tomatoes? Are we saying that Burkina Faso, they are producing tomatoes in an excess that they have to even send it outside their region to sell to Ghanaians? It means one, when you come to the sector of agric, we are not able to meet some demand. For instance, Kenke is being sold at a price where we don't even understand why we are selling Kenke at this price. So it tells you that the agric ministry, the minister there has some questions to answer. Because one, people are producing rice, maize, whatever. There's no market for them to even sell. You see, so there should be accountability in that area. It tells you that now we are growing. Now that we are about 20 million, we are more than 20 million now. So it tells you that there will be demand on some government amenities, some supply, and some produce. So we need to do more. We are not doing more. That's why our parents have to go into Burkina Faso and meet their untimely death there.
As a woman, I may explain it, Kakra. Some of the vegetables and as a food items are seasonal. Someone you know, in same say, Edu Samre na Burkina Dieno, ena eya den, e want in a ma omoko hon. But so ye ntimi enye bibi, ye betimi edua Burkina Dieno, e wo ha na.
No, so
because
even if it is seasonal, that's why you have irrigation farming.
Mama no nsi timi force a first no. Who wants the first name of tomatoes be a friend no a tie. Na ya run. Who say any market ni biom. Omo de kan kumase so what type be a friend dey ma. E na mo ya na yi wa hanom si. Into the season na ye ntimi ndua tomato no. Nsuo na ye etweguo no. Ye dams no ne ye other rivers no. Ye ntimi nya na. Nia ye no greenhouse no. Entimi so emboa na adenti na the agric ministry entimi hye enumu kena na eno so ema meye adwuma na de etoso mienu talking about security yet krom ha obe ho no mo sen yo ne omo mba bi mo kra mba no bo na omo tua no mfa no mo kita omo sei no mo to omo ne nam esresra de eton ade obe hu se omo nwan kwala nketenkete ko uba Ghana ha se a yesi undi 18 years a wonya adult ne me bo ha wuntimi obe hye obi 40 15 years no oton aduro ubisa na aduro ni din kura onim aduro at times so kura mo ton tramo na yesi ma yen ton yi omo tonton ne ma ense fata kwan ben so no mo fa de be wura Ghana ha
yeah, so that's what I'm saying that
and omo tie menya na difudie sa and as ye mam ne enua ma no ko hode a yetimi koku omo
and that's what I'm telling you that the interior minister has to answer to that because we have people, migrants who are from Burkina Faso who are working all over the place. Niger, Benin, Togolese, they are all over the place. Nigerians in particular, they are all over the place. We are not even hurting them in any way. You see, by saying now we receive visitors, they don't receive us in that honor. So the interior minister has some questions to answer because if we can provide some security for them, at least that will be the best. That's the only way we can safeguard their
yeah, because enya Burkina pe omo ko fan to saba omo ko fa garami jene e won Niger eno ye garami omo ko fa jene won Niger e won garami eno so mo ba security no it is saying
it tells you that there's vacuum and in government there shouldn't be vacuum. If you are not able to produce to the demands of our people, then we are failing because minor things like maize, tomatoes are not something Yabeka say we are not able to meet the demands. It tells you that then we should do more. If we are not encouraging people to do tomatoes, we should give them the needed support, the needed product they need to make sure that their farming is able to meet the demands of Ghanaians. We should do that. But if we are not able to do tomatoes, so as it means that the Northerners are not able to produce more of the yams. Does it mean
peanuts?
If BA is not able to, so are we saying that because BA is doing most of the maize farming, we should encourage those in Votaraju to do maize farming? No, it tells you that people are not living up to the expectation of their clients. So it tells you that we have to go for foreign materials to be able to meet our demands, which is wrong. For instance, if you are going to bring all those things from Burkina Faso, they are not going to get it at a scale where when they come, they can sell for us. They are also going to put something small on it, taking out the transportation, even the risks involved. You see, so it tells you that the Agri Ministry have to look at a sector where government should acquire lands. If it is dry seasonal, it is rainy seasonal, there should be food. We shouldn't say this season is for okra, so in December there's no okra, so we have to bring okra from Spain or what? No. It should be 24-hour farming and just make sure that government support those who are into association of farmers. Government should provide them the needed things they need to make sure that they meet the demands of the. Other than that,
farmers, cocoa farmers in Canada.
For instance,
because say I mean, cocoa farmers say almost cocots. They are just me, other cocoa farmers say, yeah, just say any brand, they be every the position.
Only they are more folk.
Ain't in the money ever.
You see, as for the farmers, I don't want to find it in a way that they politicize issues of concern. For instance, government has absorbed your cocoa. Government is owe you. Government will definitely pay you. It does not mean say government has taken, and government is telling you that we took it 2000 and even if we took it like let's say 2019, we are paying you the same amount we took it. We are not going to even do the reduction of whatever. But they are telling us that the promise you gave us that you sell or you increase our ton for us is not what you've done. Is that not the point? But all the same, let's see how it goes. Government say they will pay, but government, so I think. Is long overdue.
But one thing about politics. One thing about politics, he say there are sectors political parties need to meet the campaign and nursing for her, teacher for her, cocoa farmers for her. These are the sectors party be back power any galamsey for. Omu back power. These are the people omu can send the if I come cocoa metum 6,000.
I thought person said that.
Yeah. I was saying Timmy Tria cocoa for
very good. I was saying into buying with Triana. A do baby, you who have been more mammas of me bag galamsey for me to galamsey. I think I say poto. Me ban Nancy for me buy a bad mama galamsey more to a year. You. A why is you Nancy for the teacher for your bar, Mudamu Penny a betum, Nancy allowance. Still, everybody had 2 good years. Still, you ensure muka. Back pay grandma. And so there are certain things political talk, and the cocoa farmers have a way. Now, say every year, syndicated loan, cocoa for the bar. I don't know a day, and I do baby budget bar for cocoa roads Even on one way cocoa crab is I say a cocoa chocolate would be that. Go and see some of the cocoa farmers are cocoa chocolate only dear just only be that.
Oh, who be that? Oh,
go and see some of the cocoa farmers say welfare craft is saying Mario. Go and see them. They are suffering.
Cocoa
because cocoa scholarship crowd.
Cocoa farmers okay. You're happy about this way. I'm in charge.
So you know something?
1 minute.
You see, I started the last and I said that the only thing politician cannot do for you is that to change a man
to a woman.
Or so obey. But you shouldn't always look at some of the things you always say it for political gains, just to get the vote and abandon. No. Let's just make sure that the promises we give the people when we're in opposition, it's not all the time government can meet us halfway. But there are some areas, they are not good areas. So you understand? For instance, if today the Ghana Police Service, the Ghana Armed Forces, immigration, the like say they are going on strike today.
We will crank.
Question for the girls. It's not possible. That's why those people. But there are some areas you don't go there. You don't promise them biscuits and give them Fanta.
Thank you very much. Still on campaign promises and you could pay more Akuse markets now. Akuse markets the way of Moja line no more complaining bitterly say never be bright can't say the more mono a yaw ho yan far more a man for the campaign ye company we no afi atoaba no so ye hu omo from kra omo find omo catch up MP say on can say the stronghold and a year Akuse to campaign promises in there be still in Akuse no ye beto aso near their sorry song bear na what you mean saying you nsi hu akudwa papa na okopie wa Akuse a ebi say na nsuo no ye say ya tumu na ye de supply nkran for say ye be supply nkran for sa nte pe say hu say nsuo no say ye bu ni tot ana ye supply nkran for busumi mienu na otwi mienu a na afa ye be supply Akuse for na nte enura canal ni mu e na manfo be na otwi mi nsa ni de canal ni mu e na manfo esen nsuo ne wo na wo hwe nkwala yi omukosa nsuo yi a enye risky na kwala obi anso panyi bia eni honom e ba ne se obi petres se a asemben e na be fi ho e de aba 3 good weeks na nsuo eni Akuse Ghana Water Company Akuse for say omo demand explanation e ya mpasa nsuo no mo de ma omo a omo wo enkran ana enra yedu ho nso so na ya say amanfo abai be pompo bi de akọ omo fie sa chese de ekoso wo Akuse Mario ade no me dey amount.
You see, government's policy and government strategy of development should get to every Ghanaian, irrespective of where you are. The small amenities, talk of the hospitals, the road, your education. These are minor amenities, and it is the responsibility of government that every community should access government policies and to make sure that government policies reach everyone. That's why we are practicing local governance and decentralization. So this one, for instance, Ghana Water should tell us that, there's a reason why water is not able to flow to some part of Akuse. But we are not getting any communication, and it's getting out of hand. For instance, there are students at Akuse Methodist who need water for their daily activities. What happened to the promises we gave? And when it happens like this and you are saying it, they say you've put on a political lens. This one has nothing to do with political lens.
And because now me says first, now maybe a chim na nka ekufor gallon. And then Mahama gallon. And then Mahama gallon because maybe a chim ekufor gallon. And nsuo ni ho dia. Mahama gallon.
It's rather unfortunate. But yesterday when I spoke with the presiding member, who double as the assembly member for Akutwe Electoral Line, this is what he said. He said he's supposed to meet the Ghana water manager yesterday, but they will commence the meeting today. So maybe the outcome of the meeting will tell us reasons why water crisis in Akuse is getting out of hand. You see, the most annoying thing is that those strong areas of a political party, there are people who don't get development in their constituency.
Yeah.
If you go to Akuse, their roads are bad. There's no better network in Akuse. Remind you, Akuse have Akuse prisons there.
Yeah.
Ghana Commercial Bank is there. VRA is there.
The first government hospital in Ghana
is in Akuse. If you go to POM, it's very west. And these are areas where you get majority of your vote from. You see, so it is about time accessibility, accountability. We say it to the way it is, so that we can make sure that next time these things will not repeat itself again. Aku se biome nyencha jenga now.
Oh, ike here atumunyunga drum. Ake ahie seka kamafo so menafon so awe ke ha NDC. Seka ebaka no yam ni maba keke apomekesi no yam ni me yang ekope eka kusele ebimla la malika akusi one lower manyane.
Abe appear Ghana hello.
Alo appear hello.
Question for the
guys. Honorable tell abi. Ochami oni masem ka.
Osinana.
Wasumwa. Slide in fan sorry so.
Nana inso yam kwan wo ho. Nti uni inso ya na e de nyama bebe na eba but Ghana water for no. You see sometimes on the san e California ba so o inso woni fie o. Media nke be yi a wo ye pani na wo da adwuma bi anu na se wo yi nko yi a.
Eyi wo de.
The baby how ti kwa no ye pam ne free o na ye nya access to whatever you are because those people they have water. Papa, by this time, ni feel or polytank, or boho, or den, or jari fine. Na obi or no tia kuse, be 2 to 3 weeks. Na kana no kwa shemu kwa insu no kwa is it safe for drinking? Safe for drinking ana because insu a open baby e da no ehun kra nche da no nye fa bia sanitation wo hun kra nye. And the amount of animals ni nyama bebere omo de omo no betu nkra no.
Oh,
uko no ma sa wo yare.
Obayare.
Nana so nya bo wa.
Na areho efficient na oroni friend social amenities. Nti dem bi wo ho no mo enka nipadua na adasa ho a ha adwen papa. Ye can say the first and ever government hospital, the oldest in Ghana, the Akuse Government Hospital. Ukopie mu wo ho a chese no so yama ya to pipe mu wo ho a o mu ni nsi. So be bisa say e ba ne say your theater. E bi ma obi kra say okwa akotwa x-ray. Be na watch ni right esan say nsuo ni ho nti ntimi ntwa x-ray ni ma no obebisa sent no be de no mo aye adwuma ye hwehwe mu kyerɛ nse na nka boreholes wo ho nso me no kasa ye de boreholes no be mienu miensa ni nyina esisi ba ko pe na ye adwuma so etimi so mkrofo no ɛwɔ ho nyina eno ye question for the gods ana asem sebe aha ene di dwumadie no e ba besi aseda PSC enkoma wo bia oboy na mu no me kan kyerɛ honorable George Lawe Amate, the assembly member for Akutue electoral area who doubles as the presiding member for Lower Manya municipality. Nyame Insha Baby Benjamin Asari and Ramoma Bibia ko Papa Nyame Insha Nene ya Nene Aklebe Nene Aklebe so the spokesperson for the Sudoku traditional camp area Nyame Insha Baby. On that note, no more so Nyame Insha Baby. Sylvester.
There be an do Tuesday FM Dr. Akoto.
So yo asana be ko no stand so say ebo any moment from now no light no bet me akọ off
light
yes
me dem be end
so light
and so biom
Dr. Akoto me da ase Philipus no Mario Z ana me zi ni fio
zino so kan what
Estonia also me da ase baby bia wo bia e wo Eastern region potemu a oduma ase onguno bom yilo sane keka ho no ebo nondua cafe angle nyoma motu no pe slawa hewa mi o amakponga wade nyaka pike bo wano ka besuo logodi ahema ba hawo ye bedum kane ano enti ye karo se ebe call off akuse junction part of akuse junction enso so eka ho na che se bi obeye bia no beto watade atorentem ansa na ne enim tama ye be so
ba yesi so emergency so no do so too much and then we see
and then maintenance kwan na mo ye okuma
the yesi maintenance no do so too much for the past month otina ye be we
yes aden I don't know dundum light to dum sesi dia we dum so
I don't know. We know that no machine is 100% efficient. We understand, but the BR is the 7% way. We are consistent with some way.
And we are going. And I tefre ako rubber machine na say. And I once na ko say way. And the infiltrating machine na say.
Enti no me pamocho. Baby to say Nungwazongo, Royal Park, Blueprints, Peshi Divisional Headquarters. Coco Beach and the sound the one crying na moka ho pepepe sanso ene ye ba GCB training school Boade Koko Bribri Royal Ravico no nyina ewo nungwa side ho Junction Mall Watchtower Alton Hotel nte na wo de wa se obekọ ho a obekọ no show ne wo ho no mo Regmanuel Estate Queensland International School Old Ningo New Ningo and surrounding areas say one hebaba de ba bia ho no mo no nye dranye hisaminya ija kankanio imaya off ngelijom intino di musa na ba bepie ewo Taiman Ga East Hospital Boshe Norman and in the surroundings nyina no so no eno so no ebeko of Santana Market Ayukuma Doyumu Kodiabe and in Potemo nyina so no eno so beko of La Cemetery Bema Camp Chimesiwa Hospital Jing Ayo Ability ena ne ho nyina so beko of New Legon Lakeside Estate Block Factory Sasabi Township Mensa Bar and in the area mo ho nyina Potemo nyina so no ebeko of Latter-day Saints headquarters, Ghana Immigration Service, Alisa Hotel, Swiss Embassy, Wayek, and Nipotemu nyina ebeko honomo of Abedi Pele Park, Dunyo and Nipotemu so Sana and also ebeko ho. Red Top, Old Barrier, New Apleku, Eden Heights, King's University, Agbogboloshi, Achimota New Plan, Benjilo, and Nipotemu nyina so chese ho nyina eka ho Katapo, Edusa Tetegu ene ni aka ni na chese ni na ebeko off ewo honu mo nyina inti no mo nhye ne nso se kania no ebeko off by 10 am aha na dwumadi ni si ne ma bobo so nyina ye de beto ye social media handles no so se wa kohwe ewo honu mo so konso abomode answer you subscribe Marego TV, you like, you comment and you share. Some catch us say week in the be end no you share the highest viewer na che say won so no ya ma obibi kakra na o de share wata so ase da PSC nkoma PCR na MCR Gideon na Newton ewo PCR Samuel Achu afenso K Abdallah owusu ansa baby te ewo ho Mauli Lavoin ejidi se mabo obi edi nyame adoma en credit no be rolling na say obi a ehun ndi afenso no na da PSC nkoma Ibrahim guy no yare ma me no the friend say Rashid, God bless you. And then to the camera personnel, your boy NFA, social media, there's a TikTok no another RM.
But in the top media,
it shall be brave. Your friend and I say, rapping the man, shall we say after this, no, your news in brief.